Everyone in this car knows what handcuffs feel like. Impact of 911 on monthly US homicide rate. Same energy as average temperature of Japan in the 1940s. Bondage bed. Was it really necessary to have the fella demonstrate though? Maybe he comes with it? Hang in there. Everything's gonna be okay. I just had my linger on the tiger. But out of nowhere my phone lights up and I get a notification for this tweet. I'm safe now. I'm at a loss for words. You saved my pokey. Pull the tiger next time lol bro. Report. K-pop stars BTS will be forced to serve in the military. Jin, 29 will be the first member to go for his mandatory military service. They bout to let that K-pop for real. They coming back with BTSD. Chameleons are fun cause they'll grab anything you give them. Anything? Bro. No. Anything that fits his little hands. So yes, everything. Trust me, it'll fit. Important update. The kitten that was 2 sources long is now 5 sources long. It is vital to stay informed regarding serious current events. The longer you wait, the more sauce you need to eat the cat. Don't forget about inflation. Sauce is not cheap. Hey, what do these Pokemon characters have in common? They are all breedable. I believe they all use melodic. Soup on Van Gogh. October 14th. UK climate activists threw tomato soup on a Vincent van Gogh painting and then glues themselves to the gallery's wall. There's only one kind of doctor who can fix this situation. Lobotomist. First look at Shaggy and Velma's new Scooby-Doo series. Fred, please stop calling me that. Ruin a band by removing one letter from its name. One Direction. I'll show my way out. Follow me. Ancient Roman Frosty Tooth did something similar, but usually they would have phalluses inscribed in their sandals. So, if you were ever in the mood, you could just look down and follow the nuts. Follow the yellow nut road. Never watched Home Alone. Home Alone. It isn't Christmas until I've watched a 10-year-old boy beat off 2 grown men for a whole night before they are finished off by an old guy. Phrasing. A movie being shot in Warsaw today. Guess I won't be taking Babsha to get groceries today lol. Lil stuck a battery up my ace. Your app name is Lil plus the last reason you were in the hospital. Lil tight force scene. Lil bleeding out of my nut. Describe your sex life by using movie titles. Tomb Raider, A Dog's Purpose. And they say German isn't a romance language. If someone tried to seduce me in German, I'd assume they were intending to rape me. 1 million dead mosquitoes. I'd snort like Cook when I was part of a seaside prevention support group when the year began, and yesterday we lost another member. There was 18 of us, and now there's only 5 remaining. This is not seaside prevention. This is last man standing. People who piss all over toilet seats. Why? It warms it up, so I'm more comfortable taking a shot in the sink. The last thing you ate is what you have to name him. Or, baby is such a cute name. My hungry ace couldn't be a brain surgeon. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? 2066 Americans were asked to point out Ukraine on a map. US. I declare war to the Ukraine. They shall fear my nukes. USA nukes themselves. Would you rather add 4 inch to your height or your nut? A 16-inch nut? That's much too much. I like my height and don't have a nut haha. Add 4 inches to your catty. How would that work? I have no earthly idea. Let God decide. What is the funniest interruption you've had during sex? My wife and I found out the lock on the bedroom door in our new house didn't work the hard way when our 4-year-old daughter walked right in during our full-on buggy style. I panicked and told her we were baking a cake. She asked why we were neat, and I explained we didn't want to get our clothes messy. She also asked why we were making it in our bedroom, and I told her we were trying to make it a surprise. So I had to go out and buy a cake because she kept asking when it would be ready, and she told our son about it. She then proceeded to tell my mother-in-law that mommy and daddy made a surprise cake for her. I really hope she didn't include more details in the story to grandma, but I'm afraid she probably did. Lil stuck a battery up my ace. Your app name is Lil plus the last reason you were in the hospital. Lil depression. We should collab. Lil seaside attempt over here. An Iranian man who shielded many women and took all shotgun pellets on himself during anti-hijab protest in Tehran. Unless he was sent on purpose by Iranian intelligence with monkeypox to spread the disease. Georgia police officers. These officers are responsible for 67% arrests in the whole state. Cardiac arrests. The object to your left is going up your ace. How bad is the damage? I'm not shoving a ducking bunk bed up my ace. Not with that attitude. Is there like a reason we boil crustaceans alive instead of killing them first, or just put them in the freezer for a few hours before you boil them? It basically puts them to sleep and they feel a lot less. Not fit to listen to this mother ducker tip tap around my freezer singing Under the Sea until dinner time. Edit. You all are the greatest. Much love. Took 28 years to realize that no matter what the meeting is about, if you randomly chime in with, it's just about finding that balance, people will always agree. There's a lot of sexual harassment that is not properly dealt with at our workplace. It's just about finding that balance. Every time you sneeze, a random kid in Africa is erased from existence. I'll be sneezing the rest of my life with a superpower like this. Sigh. Unzips. Sigh. Rezips you. Sighs harder. Unzips. Sighs even harder. Rezips you. Sighs seductively. Unzips him. Sighs confused. Rezips both of you. Why the duck is my country on the list? Delete now. Which is your country? Deleted. Nice meme you got there. Please delete this. What did he say? Deleted. When you got rejected from the art school and you start your plan B. Kill all Pikachus. Pikachu. Use poison gas. More police officers are committing suicide due to demonization. Expert says. Such devastation. This was not my intention. Damn bro. YouTube apocalypse hit them hard. Jeff Bezos when he sees an employee using the restroom. If you were to get every USA president in history and put them in a free-for-all gladiator pit and there can only be one winner, who would win? Okay, let's get this straight. If we are talking in their prime, it's a tough call. Abe Lincoln was a professional wrestler. Andrew Jackson fought duels. Legit beat a congressman with a hickory stick in public. Theodore Roosevelt challenged himself as a man with something to prove. Grant was born a grizzled sob. Washington fought using guerrilla-style tactics in the French and Indian War. Ike was career army, etc. This is a list of tough mother duckers. Still, when it comes to reach, strength, and speed, my money would be on Lincoln. I don't know man. Teddy took a bullet and went on to finish his speech. Abe couldn't even finish watching a play. When you're getting choked by the goth girl in the back of the alley. Bye guys, I'm going to masturbate. I finished. I'm going to hang myself. He finished. Isn't it crazy that in 100 years everyone in this comment section will be dead? Not me though, I'm built different. April 21st 2028. Bruh what? Your app name is Lil plus the last reason you were in the hospital. Don't think white people should be doing this. Lol garrison amputees. What's a secret advantage of having a nut? You can use it to open doors when your hands are full. Can confirm. It can coil around handles like a snake on a prey. Lived through the world wars and did nothing to stop it. Born in 1832, Jonathan the Turtle is expected to turn 190 in 2022. This makes him the oldest known land animal alive today. They say Hitler is atrociously bad. But who can break or broke this record? You know what? I see this post as a challenge. Can Can you beat Fallout 4? While I'd beat Ted to every chem. My dad was able to beat my mother while being I'd beat Ted to all chems. So I think this challenge should be easy. What's the most ducked up thing someone has told you about themselves after barely getting to know them? Visited a coffee shop for the first time on holiday. Barista commented on my tattoos. I said thank you. She told me she's not allowed to get tattoos, but she cuts herself to enjoy the pain, and that's nearly the same thing. I found a different coffee shop for the rest of the holiday. I didn't think people with mustaches like that were allowed near parks. Alright, so both are neat and completely covered in oil, hot winning trek off. Whoever can take the fursuit off the fastest. Flesh. CCP. How do we win the hearts and minds of the people? Tanks on the beach. Tanks on the beach. Winning the hearts and minds of the people is just an old CCP euphemism for organ harvesting. When you ask him for a blowjob and he starts putting his hair up, you will? Wait, Dad, I was joking. I thought it was fried chicken. Why are the art styles completely different? The other characters look like total Drama Island contestants. Constance Wu is Daphne. Fred looks like a gay hint character. Glenn Howerton is Fred. And Scooby-Doo looks like my dad. To me in real life, for me in real life. Took 28 years to realize that no matter what the meeting is about, if you randomly chime in with it's just about finding that balance, people will always agree. There's a lot of sensual harassment that is not properly dealt with at our workplace. It's just about finding that balance. What are some funny Halloween costumes ideas you have? My costume idea, in steps. 1. Kill someone. 2. Make sure to get blood all over the clothes. 3. Cut knife in half and glue it to the clothes. 4. Walk around and act normal. 5. Get free candy. 6. Become diabetic. 7. Die. Mr. Back, we need to cook some moth. Every time you take a step a faithful file dies, but I wanna live. Source. Redditors will ask source for basically anything ranging from meek woman to the most painful death possible. Both are good feps though, so I can't complain. That you can't complain means you clearly aren't qualified to post on the internet. So I have no right to post on the internet now. What do you think I am? A woman. Cause guess what, I don't spend 90% of my lifespan in the kitchen. Found this on Reddit. You can answer below. The last object you held, except of your phone, is your weapon in a zombie apocalypse. Hey, cool. A human heart I can use as bait. My girlfriend is half Korean. My girlfriend is half Korean. Her mom is Korean and her dad is Korean, and her legs got ripped off in a car accident. You had me in the first half. Not gonna lie. The car got the second half. Me. Fresh out of shower. Urge to peep. Me in real life. That's why I always peep in shower. These prices are ridiculous, but just imagine what they'll be in 5 to 10 years. If you're not sneaking in your own food, you're doing it wrong. I tried, but the hot dog always gets lost up my nose. Don't ask me how I sneak in the chicken tenders. I'll give you a hint. It's my nose. Newton's zeroth law of motion. If you move something, it moves. But have you heard of the story of his many other rules? Isaac Newton wrote over 30 rules on physics and science. One of his most important yet forgotten was the 34th. If you don't believe me, Google Isaac Newton Rule 34. Sus. r/Cursedcomments. Boys, I know how we can all be happy. Hear me out, okay? We make voodoo dolls of each other, then we click the balls part. Infinite happiness. This genuinely was something you thought about, is this issue? Well, my bad for trying to see the boys happy. I designed the suit for Spider Cop. Take your political nonsense to another subreddit. Suit power should deal more damage to minorities. Insurance when you don't need insurance. Insurance when you need insurance. What does life insurance and a bouquet have in common? They both have you covered. Her thighs were covered in cheat sheets. Just get Nick and M-bait, so they can't legally watch you, and therefore never be, and to catch you cheat. You all can buy everything with money, except class and human value. You can always buy black sleeves. Waited 2022. Never mind. My mistake. You can always buy teenage Jewish girls too. Never mind. What do you say to your partner after sex? Nothing. But I do thank the mortician and slip him $20 when I leave. How do we fix ourselves permanently? Bro, the gun's pointed the wrong direction for that. It's amazing how often these opinions come down to personal experience with one of whoever the minority group is. My mom used to be very homophobic, then she got a gay man next door. She was very wary. She was having a big cookout/pool party for my dad's retirement, and, as is prudent in the suburbs, to prevent noise complaints she invited Mitch. He declined. But the morning of the party he brought over muffins he had made and said, "Here, I figured with getting ready for the party you wouldn't have time to make breakfast." That's all it took. She loved the gays forever after. Her words, "You know, a straight man would never have been so thoughtful." Duck me, I read. That is cookout pool party. Mitch would have shown up in a heartbeat. Which would you choose? Save me. I can be your wife. Save me. I can get you out of the desert. Both can sincerely pleasure me, but only one can carry me out of the desert. Curse vasectomy. That and not every vasectomy is 100% effective. Some men still end up being able to impregnate women. I got a vasectomy last year, and my wife still got pregnant. It just changes the child's skin color when it happens. Can confirm. Mine ended up with dog ears for some reason. Feeling like Spider-Man right now. Why? My uncle was stabbed. I'm a professional Santa Claus and had my first shaping of the season. Getting all the ho-ho-hos. My name is Tier and your username scares me. Speaking of which, my supply's getting pretty low. I'll be paying you a visit soon, big boy. I break in. They can't stop me. This is the 14th school I've been banned from, and I won't stop until I'm banned from every ducking European school. And then I will go far beyond Europe. I will shut at every toilet. If real life went by Minecraft logic, what's the first thing you're doing? Build a gold farm for infinite riches and a raid farm for infinite totems of undying. Test full damage. Gathering villagers. What you doing? If we break in your house, I'll throw a cheesecake on the floor. If you could stop one crime forever by committing it, what crime would it be? Child's smallest station. Gotta take one for the team. I love my nut. I love your nut. Hold up. Hold mine. Superman is doing what? Superman is coming in Supergirl. Only girl who can handle the load. Blue equals states where the capital is also the state's largest city. Red equals states where the largest city isn't the capital. You got it. I'd ask what I won. But based on your username, I think I already know. It should arrive in 2 to 3 business days. I'm in debt at 16. I'm literally in debt at my age. I've been using free trials on apps and stuff on Apple to get the premium stuff for 14 days. I was unaware these people were charging me when my bank balance was 0. Now I owe 2,000 rand, which is like $200. Haven't told my mom this. I don't know what to do. DM me if you're looking for sugar daddy. NSWF. Redditors. What is the best way to end bait? Leave your hand in a bowl of warm water for 30 minutes, then do it. Cause your hand goes wrinkly and it feels like your nan's doing it. I had a hard time upvoting this. Is ADR the best looking game of all time? It has the most realistic horse tentacles. That's for sure. Gamers. What is the worst thing to happen in a game? Being brutally ripped in Red Dead Redemption 2. What's a sequel is better than the original? My wife. Boys, every time you are about to beat it, imagine your grandma is watching you. This should make you stop. That's not what makes me stop, it's what makes me start. And they say German isn't a romance language. If someone tried to seduce me in German, I'd assume they were intending to rip me. Because you like Ross Lynch. Really? She told him he needs to work out. Coming from the girl, that looks like the result of shoving toothpaste back into the tube. What animal has no wings, but will fly? The child I hit with my car. Make Velma black. Remodel Shaggy. Remove Scooby-Doo. HBO Max. Employees of the month. What they have done to my boy Scoobs. Raggy, where are my resticles? Taco Tuesday is only weird if you make it weird. Eat what you've made. You have moved in with your significant other. Through some means you accidentally find out they're a serial killer. What do you do? Depends how good is the Slex. Priorities lol. Hypothetically, if you had a bottle of Febreze stuck up your ace. I don't. How would you get it out? Help me. Edit. That was the best shot I've ever taken. Thank you for your concern. But it's out now. You ever pull start a lawnmower? Brushing with a dry toothbrush is a sin. The toothbrush when you just add toothpaste. The toothbrush when you wet it first. Who knew? My wife is a lot like a toothbrush. Putin watching Mustache Man walking off the plane from Argentina after he attacked Germany. The Empire Strikes Back. Revenge of the Sith.